Get ready now for the boys 9 and 10-year-old championships, 3 kilometers. Our next race, as Saturday continues to unfold in lovely form in the south, 37 degrees, humidity now over 50%. And the 9 and 10-year-old boys getting ready to go. Some intriguing youngsters, times that could be dropping into the, I don't know, 11 and a half maybe. I'm Bob Akavian, your host. Thanks for being with us from Bama. It was chilly this morning. Definitely needed that extra cup of coffee, but creeping up to 40 degrees. These fans ready for anything, enjoying themselves, and making for a great finish line experience for our young people. 3,300 competitors in 10 races today, and we have 352 9 and 10-year-old boys. From the West Coast, another Western kid stirring things up. Kai Grollo, I believe that's how you pronounce it, G-R-O-L-E-A-U. He's out of Santa Cruz, California, runs for Fall Creek. Very little information available on the Fall Creek Running Club, other than we know if you run in Santa Cruz, you run on hills, right up against the Pacific Ocean, just south and west of San Jose, and so some good trail running there. And Kai Grollo, winner of the Pacific and the Region 14 championship. So don't have a time on him, but we know he's used to winning. Also running around 11:30, John Mitchell from Walton Youth, another one of our Southeasterners. Etowa Youth, dominant team in the Southeast. Well, we have our share of trail runners out of Colorado here. Parker, well represented. From the Northwest, Bowerman Track Club, North Idaho, Emerald Valley. All have large contingents in this race. Lightning, a huge group from SoCal. And Valley United has a big group of 9 and 10-year-old boys from El Paso. So we're just a minute away from the start of this race, actually about 2 minutes, if you want to be exact. They have been very specific on starting these races on the half hour, and the only reason the last one wasn't because we had the young lady run down at the beginning, and they got her back up, and she started and presumably finished the race. So we'll see how 352 9 and 10-year-old boys can make it down the straightaway. You can hear the cowbells. We're getting ready for action. Oh, it's a long walk down the line for these officials, giving those final instructions. And of course the biggest thing is wait for the gun. And there is the toes eye view of the start line. I like the flash socks. Very sporty there. So we are going to have a sea of feet getting started here. Final check at the start line. And now it is time to begin. The 9 and 10-year-old boys, 3 kilometers for the national championship.
Go New Hampshire. Go William. Let's go Charlestown. Go Gate City.
Somebody always jumps. There we go. 3K, let's get him out of there clean. It looks like it. More of a surge to the right side if you were looking at the if you were looking from the start line left of your screen. This will be kind of interesting as the fast starters coming from both sides and then will merge together. This will give you a great look at it. Two guys running way off to the right. Look at that. Way outside. So this is going to be quite the merge here. And there's a young man running very wide now to the left. Again, left runners left. Now see the neon orange. that runner, and now he is coming to the middle, so he got the space he wanted, and now he's going to be in this first group. And again, we'll give you some names as soon as they all get a little closer to us and we can see numbers. Anyway, that young man took the wide route, but merged just in time as they narrow down into the path for the first time. Well, right in the middle, that is Joseph Garofalo from Parker, so here's a Colorado kid there. Then in the gold and blue, that is Everett Capel from South Orange in New Jersey. Oh no, that's South Orange County, California. And there's our guy in the orange, so we're going to keep an eye on him, see if he emerges from the pack. Let's see, on the outside, it's 2840. 2940 is Jason Parra from Lightning. Again, that's one of the big teams here. In the neon green, that is McKay Wells from Race Cats. So Capel now with the lead as we come up the hill for the first time. Yeah, Everett's from, well, it's South Orange County, Aliso Viejo, which is about as far south as you can be and still in Orange County on the coast. That's as you go over the hill south of the airport. I have my Orange County geography down because I just spent several weeks there working and drove back and forth between San Diego and Orange County more than I'd care to. So I have driven through Aliso Viejo in the last couple of weeks. And this young man runs in Aliso Viejo, Everett Capel. And again, running right along with him is Jason Parra from Lightning.
All right, you guys, pick it up a little, but you're good. Right about there.
And of course, Lightning, another club from Santa Ana, so it's two Orange County guys. Parra is a very good distance run. I remember him from JO's in the, now I don't have a number here. I thought he ran the 3 and the 15. He's only got a 1500 mark. But he finished second in the 1500 in Sacramento. And here we go up the hill.
Good job, boy.
Remember, they'll do this twice now. There are 2 pond loops on this course. And we look a little further back in the pack. Give you a look at some of your favorite runners.
Come on, buddy.
And back to the front with Capel and Parra. Have already opened up some distance. And now we're around the end of the pond, and again, now we're beginning the second loop. So we've done 1K. And now Capel trying to Capel likes this hill, but Parra's coming right along with him. You don't see any slouch in his stride. It's interesting, you'd see behind him our third and fourth place runners kind of weaving back and forth as they came up that hill again. This is again the second time around the hairpin. We come to the top of the hill again. Not a huge elevation gain. It's huge if it's huge. I don't say it's huge. It is more noticeable if you're running it than looking at it. But you get a pretty good perspective here from the back of our lead vehicle of the up and the down. And I hope I'm saying that right. If it's Capelle, apologies. Holding up Jason Parra, but Parra pretty relentless. Plus, Parra has an interesting arm swing there. Brings his left arm across his body, but his right arm is not quite in balance, but again, a very solid turnover. Again, remember him from the track. Pretty relentless in his attack. Capelle now coming down the hill for the second and final time. So now we're coming to the 2K mark. We have a pack of 5 fighting for third right now. Across Acton Creek again. A little rise here. Again, this is really the steepest hill of the 2 or 3K course, and it's very short. Your adrenaline's carrying you quite a bit now. Good look at Everett there. Crowd cheering him on. Running right up against the flag line. What a great picture this is. And again, what fun for these young people to run cross country in front of a crowd like this. That's why we do this on USATF.tv. Capelle now separating himself from Parra. Parra can still see him, but losing ground. Now we're pretty flat again until the finish. Remember, just a slight climb at the finish. And Everett is looking good. Again, loves to run on the edge of the path. We saw him up against the flag line before. It's like being a rail runner on the track. Look at him there. He's actually staying off the gravel. Coming down to the south end of the course. See the mats there. He's crossing the driveway. Now that final little hook at the bottom of the racetrack, the run of the course. Now you see that tunnel behind him? That is where the 4 and 5K race will go. That's where things will get really interesting going off to the woods. But not for this group. They're running 3K. And Everett Capelle in a class by himself. It's still going to be all west through 4 races. The second Orange County runner to win a championship today. Parra trying to hang on to second, and that's in doubt now. Second may be up for grabs. Capelle again avoiding the gravel. As he comes to the chute. Won't be long now. And now you can see a little more spacing. I think that impression of that shot led me to believe Parr was in danger. He is not in danger. And here we come to the finish. Everett Capel, 11:06 and 7. Forget 11:30, 11:06 takes it. Pyra just coming across. 11:18 and 6. Now for third, it's John Mitchell and McKay Wells. And Mitchell is the third place finisher. He was the Southeast champion, had an 11:35, and he improved that tremendously. Ran 11:35 at Tallahassee, goes 11:24. Then McKay Wells, Tyler Surface. They're in the 11:30 range, and then Seth Truax. So those are the first 6, and we're just coming to the 12-minute mark now. Boy, a big group under 12 minutes. And so far, things have played out brilliantly on this course with the weather and conditions, not too dry. And these races have been absolutely beautiful so far. We're just getting started. First 4 complete, 6 more. We're going all the way up to 5K and the high school age. Let's enjoy these 9 and 10-year-old boys coming across the line. Hope you see the face of your favorite runner. And that's what it looks like. They're still coming. 352 strong. The 9 and 10-year-old boys. And now we're just at 13 minutes. Look how many finished in that time frame. Barely getting them into the chute. Remember, complete results of all races, including the team competition, which, frankly, we can't tell you right now, because that's hard to figure out on the fly. Go to USATF.org, and we'll be posting as we go throughout the day. Our friends at Atkins Timing, who are part of all of our big meets. Here's your top 9 times now, putting this together. Hey, nothing like trying to score 3,300 athletes in one day. Marshawn's up for that. So Everett Capel, 11:06.7. Jason Parra, 11:18.6. Mitchell, McKay Wells, Tyler Surface, Truax. Sean Woodall was 7th. Joseph Garofalo, who was in that group early, is 8th. And Matthew Edwards, 9th. So obviously at the shorter distances, you really don't have a lot of room to come back. You got to be a front runner. And that certainly played out here with the 9 and 10-year-olds. And back inside the finish chute. Girls are coming up next. 11 and 12-year-olds. And that should be on the dot at the top of the hour as we are running this meet on time. Some great work by a overworked staff. By the way, you might have seen on that graphic it said 4K. They 11 and 12-year-olds will also run 3K, and then we'll put the middle school kids out for the 4K. So 2 more of these literally sprint races, 3 kilometers. And we'll turn the 11 and 12-year-olds. That's what it's going to look like, and that is coming up at the top of the hour as the rest of the field comes across the line. Well, we know what you're here for, and I hope you're enjoying it. Live coverage of the 2016 Junior Olympic Track and Field Championships from Hoover, Alabama. This is USATF TV.